How is it going, guys? Good? Very good? I hope so. Today is meditation day number 5 for me, which means if you guys have been meditating with me, it would be number 4 for you. I'm compelled to say like, subscribe, and comment if you want. I'm probably going to start sharing them pretty soon. I just don't feel the need to at this current moment yet. They say it takes 3 weeks to develop a new habit. So it's gonna be a few weeks for you guys anyway. If you start, it's hard to start a new habit, especially one that's good for you. I don't know why. It's just hard, especially exercising and working out. You guys can feel me on that one, right? You're just yeah, first 2 days in the gym, bro, we are gonna kick this year's ass, bro. We're gonna work out every week this year. And then the second week comes and it's and I'm not even gonna lie, bro, we might even just start next year because, got a lot of stuff going on. I just need to put that off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so without further ado, guys, let's stop talking now. Let's get into this meditation scene here. As you guys can tell, this obviously is not my most favorite thing in the world because usually anyone who knows me knows I'm pretty energetic and outgoing and actually wanting to talk about it. But at the same time, I realize that sometimes we just have to do things that we don't really like to do. And then we end up liking to do it for some reason because we start getting good at it. Meditation is one of those things. If you start out and you're just God, I hate doing this. I don't want to do this anymore. This is boring. I suck at it. I don't like it. I just want to quit. I want to hit the stop button. Stop. If you don't hit the stop button, you will not regret it. You'll be so much happier overall in life. I feel like over the past few days, I do feel more calm overall. Feel less stressed about bills. Usually that's what I'm usually stressing about. Thanks, Pops. Love you, man. You're the bomb. You helped me with that one. But at the same time, the more you live in the moment and realize that you're taking time for this or that and here and now, then manifestation's a real thing, I believe, and you'll be able to get where you're going if you keep meditating. I know that. That one I do know. So without further ado, like I said 2 minutes ago, or however long ago it was, let's go ahead and do this.
Sitting down,
turn this volume back up.
As long as the back is fairly straight, it doesn't matter.
As long as the back is straight, that's
and remember, as always, you
important.
Can do this eyes open, eyes closed.
Eyes open, eyes closed.
Whatever feels most comfortable, but do try and find a space where you're not going to be physically disturbed.
I'm physically disturbed in every space.
So as you're getting comfortable, as you're getting settled, just remember, the mind's going to continue to think, the mind will get distracted. It doesn't mean you've done something wrong, doesn't mean you need to change anything. Once you realise the mind's wandered, just letting it go and coming back to the visualisation again.
Oh, that's right.
And remember with visualisation, when it comes to effort, less is more.
Do a shake off,
you don't
ready?
have to try really hard to imagine the perfect picture. Sometimes the picture's just not that clear in our mind, and that's okay. This exercise is more about the feeling rather than the clarity of the picture.
Okay.
The picture will get clearer over time. But for now, it's enough to just focus on that feeling that comes about when we imagine that person in our mind.
Okay.
So just starting in the usual way. So eyes open, a nice soft focus, and just aware of the space around you. And just maintaining that soft focus with the eyes. Just taking some big deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So as you breathe in through the nose, just noticing how the lungs fill with air, the chest expanding. And as you breathe out through the mouth, just feeling the muscles in the body relax and let go. Just one more time, breathing in through the nose And as you breathe out through the mouth, just gently closing the eyes. And before you do anything else, just take a moment to pause, to enjoy that feeling of having stopped, not thinking about the mind, not thinking about anything in particular, just pausing, enjoying the feeling of being still. And as you sit or lie there, just feeling the weight of the body, being supported by the seat or the floor beneath you. Perhaps starting to notice the sounds around you. So just settling into that space. And use this opportunity, as always, just to check in with the body. Notice if there's a feeling of heaviness or lightness in the body today. A feeling of restlessness or stillness. So just getting a sense of how the body feels and beginning to notice that rising and falling sensation of the breath. We're just going to stay with that feeling for a few moments. It's a very general, soft focus. Just noticing where in the body you feel that movement and rising and falling sensation. So we're just settling the body, settling the mind. Again, if you find the mind's wandered off, just acknowledging that, letting it go, and gently coming back to the breath again. And then I'd like you to begin by picturing yourself sitting, lying somewhere that you find really relaxing. It's a place that energizes you, that refreshes you. And picturing yourself sat there or lying there, I'd like you to imagine in the middle of the body, almost sort of a little speck of sunlight that just begins to grow outward. And as you watch that sunlight, that sunshine expanding outward in every direction, you see yourself looking a little more relaxed, a little more at ease. You see yourself starting to smile, letting go of any inner chatter, letting go of any tension in the body or in the mind. And you continue in that way until in that image in your mind, you simply couldn't look any happier, any more at ease. And in that moment, you can just let that image go. And in its space, this time, picturing someone close to you, someone you care for. And in just the same way, you imagine them sitting somewhere you know that they'd enjoy, you know they'd find relaxing. And we're going to watch that same speck of sunlight in the middle of the chest, in the middle of the body. It just begins to expand outward in every direction. And as it fills their body, it just begins to bring a sense of ease and happiness to that person. As you watch, you see any tension beginning to melt away. You see the shoulders drop. You see the person beginning to smile. Essentially looking increasingly relaxed and happy. And again, allowing that feeling to remain, but letting go of the image, and this time replacing it with that person who, for whatever reason, you might be having difficulty communicating with right now. But in just the same way, we imagine that same spark of light, speck of sunshine in the middle of the chest, the middle of the body. And we just watch as it begins to expand outward in every direction. And we see that person begin to relax. We see them looking more at ease. We see them begin to look happy. If thoughts arise in the mind, just allow the thoughts to come and go. Staying with the visualization just for a moment longer. Until it appears as though that person couldn't look any happier. And in that moment, we let the image go. But we allow the feeling to remain as we come back to that feeling of weight and of contact in the body, just pressing down against the seat or the floor beneath us. Coming back to any sounds around you. And whenever you feel ready, you can just gently open the eyes again. And before moving, just taking a moment, notice how the mind feels, notice how the body feels. Resist any temptation to judge the exercise we've just done. Know that it's only through practice that we get more comfortable in training this feeling, this quality of mind. But that in time, it's possible to not only feel that for ourselves, for others, but also those people who we are really struggling with in our life. And as always, just plant the intention to carry this quality of mind from your meditation into whatever and wherever you're going next.
All right, guys. So what did y'all think about day 4 for you guys and day 5 for me? Just trying to show you that if I can do it, anybody can do it. That's why I bring up what day it is. I'm going to try my best to do it every single day. Today overall was pretty challenging for me overall. It wasn't hard necessarily. I just find sometimes when I'm watching it, especially when I woke up early in the morning, if I'm not careful, I start to get extremely tired, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. But sometimes afterwards, I want to take a nap, and sometimes I do. If you need to do that, or if you want to do that, that's totally fine. Okay, that's not a big deal. It won't change the fact that you meditated. The key is to keep up with it and to try to do it every single day. It's not always easy, but after a while, you'll start to see the benefits. It'll start to make you feel more positive, more self-aware, help you control your emotions a lot better. So many things. All right, guys. I may share this one today. I'm not sure yet. But if not, I'll be back tomorrow. I hope to see you guys there eventually.